Thank you. Dear friends, dear participant, ladies and gentlemen, I am Milka Ristova, judge from Skopje, Republic of Macedonia. I'm happy to have the opportunity to participate in the annual conference of cultural diplomacy. I will be my honor and a great pleasure to participate in the event which epochal significance which brought democracy to all countries Southeast Europe. It is especially important attention about as country coming from the Balkan, a territory of several countries. The Balkans is wonderful and full of natural beauty, but today the countries of this region, instead of conflict, encourage cooperation and attention about the biennial. Today we suffer from too much history that did not open and create conflict. My participation in this meeting helped us through the experience of other bridges of cooperation. All people have to work on creating a new culture of mutual trust, economy, and cooperation for a common European future. The Cold War brought about democratization of the political system in a number of countries. Greater mutual connection was created between all human beings, irrespective of the country, they live in, or which part of the world they come from. They all struggle equally to create a global effort to establish peace and security for every human being as a civilizational and cultural category. However, in a number of countries throughout the world, contrary establish peace and security for every human beings and civilization and cultural category. However, in a number of countries throughout the world, contrary to the process of mutual connectivity of all people, a parallel process of political mobilization, homogenization along ethnic and religious lines, corruption and crime are of this rise. There are still underdeveloped regions of a world high and unemployment rates in individual countries, poverty and the low standard of living. They may constitute reasons for conflict between separate countries of within a single country of national or religious ground. Today's world, dear friends, is full of contradiction. We are still plagued by significant social inequality, contradictions between rich and poor, which always and violence and war. History teaches us that the sword war comes into play in the absence of justice, when the laws do not apply equally to all citizens, or when justice is late. Can and should international law ensure individual security of people irrespective of their nationality? Contemporary national security of each individual country is primarily its own responsibility. International security represents, firstly, an internal security problem of each country member of global community, and each country should with dedication respect the norm and values adopted by important international and regional organizations. All states of the world will thus respect the international global society. Every state is entitled guaranteeing external sovereignty, freedom, and human rights for its citizens, but not all states are equally capable of ensuring the personal security of their citizens. It is therefore that the United Nations Charter embodies the prerequisite for the existence of the international security community, and which all member states should be committed to respecting relevant values and norms of international law. Thus, state sovereignty stands above the rights of people as individuals. Should we recognize the right to intervene in the internal affairs of contemporary state nation when international standards are violated? A lasting peace in international security should ensure a common, jointly created system of values embodied in international legal documents, international recognized, and values ratified in the respective states. As an argument for that, I would like to highlight a positive example from my home country, the Republic of Macedonia, located in Europe, on the Balkan Peninsula, and on the Sixth Republic in the ex-Yugoslavia. My country seceded from Yugoslavia in a peaceful and democratic way. However, in the process of transition from socialism to democracy, is a number of contradictions emerged of economic, interethnic, and interconfessional nature, which were potential hotspots for conflict. To prevent this, the political leadership of the state requested form the United Nations deployment of international forces at the state border in order to prevent the war of former Yugoslavia from splitting after into Macedonia, and to prevent inter-ethnic conflict. This request was positively responded to by the United Nations Security Council, which approved the operation for preventive deployment of forces pursuant to Article 28 to 22 United Nations Peace Agenda. The decision was adopted following the assessment of threat from interethnic conflict in December 1992, approving the mission of preventive diplomacy under the name United Nations Preventive Deployment Force. Deployment of forces for building confidence between the polarized ethnic community in the Republic of Macedonia. The mandate was military forces for preventive protection and peacekeeping. For almost 10 years, this mission kept the peace. I may say with pride in my country. And 1 year after their withdrawal due to the disconnection of the mandate because of the opposed vote of one United Nations Security Council member state, inter-ethnic conflict arose in Macedonia, which we luckily managed resolve with a mutual framework agreement in which all citizens, irrespective of their ethnic, religious, and other differences, decided to live in peace. The benefit offered by international law and the rich experience of the international institution into and the interests of each country member of the global community. International law should be applied by professional institutions for protection of human rights, which the internationalization of human rights and which the recognition of the fact that protection and promotion of human rights lies not only within the national domain, but is a legitimate interest of the international community. Thank you very much.